Today is 112 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on. Yeah, that is 0% for Ruby. We dove in yesterday and we can see it now right here. It has the maintenance icon. So I guess that means they are still fixing, making changes, updating bits and pieces of this course. Let's go ahead. You know what? We don't want that. Little cat, how are you doing this evening? Catalog. Let's open the catalog. And we are going to... Good. So Python's under maintenance, Ruby is under maintenance, and so is PHP. I really hope they aren't getting rid of PHP right now. That'd be just about awful. Almost as bad as Little Kitty trying to sabotage the stream. Fortunately, she's doing her own thing right now. All right. So what's actually happening? First, let's check the webcam mic thing situation. Cat. Hey. We're gonna set you over there. All right. Is that mostly good? That's mostly good. Oh, so painful. What are we doing? We are just trying to get going. We are just trying to continue. We are concerned. We are sharing our concern with the fact that PHP is on the verge of destruction. So, hopefully not. Hey, tiny cat. No, that is human food. There's candy still in its wrapper on the bed, and she's gnawing at the wrapper. Yeah, good. Now she is currently, what is she doing? We'll use the webcam on our computer to look behind us. Ah, great. Now she's sucking on her toes. Typical. She's a class 5 toe sucker from way back. All right. Go time. Things are under maintenance. Python, Ruby, where we're currently at, and PHP, where we're trying to get to before they completely obliterate that course. Without further ado, let's dive into Ruby. Hey. We were hanging out all day today. You got plenty of scratches earlier. We're gonna scratch and have playtime right after the stream. We don't even have that long of a stream. Not that this is going to be an extremely short stream, but there's no need to have an extremely quick stream today either. Last night we started super late. We had other issues and priorities. Dive into Ruby. Just get to Ruby. Dive in. Get into Ruby. Oh, it's under construction, but they're kind enough to still let us make progress. Move into section 1 yesterday, introduction to Ruby. We made it 31% of the way through. However, we are going to continue on from there. We're loading up. Even 6, we're actually going to jump back to section 1 because we can. So, it mentioned during the previous stream, 111. Usually we try to start a new course when we have ample time to get used to it. We are going to do a brief overview of what exactly Ruby is. So, yeah, you don't really need to worry about the code portion that they had us do. Normally for our overviews, we just focus on the code bit, and we kind of gloss over the instructions. We're going to kind of flip that. We're going to go through the instructions and kind of gloss over the code because it's extremely basic stuff. And again, this is the beginning of the course. Last night was freakishly short, so high-level overview. From the top, briefly, quickly, if we can breathe. If not, we get to hold our breath until we're done with Ruby, which wouldn't be any different than the last 111 days. So, all right, here we go. Finally, it begins. Overview and sneak peek. Ruby is a powerful, flexible programming language you can use in web internet development to process text, to create games, and as part of the popular Ruby on Rails web framework, Ruby is high-level, meaning reading and writing Ruby is really easy. Looks a lot like regular English interpreted, meaning you don't need a compiler to write and run Ruby. You can write it here at Codecademy or even on your own computer. Many are shipped with the Ruby interpreter built in. We'll get to the interpreter later in this lesson. Object-oriented, meaning it allows users to manipulate data structures called objects in order to build and execute programs. We'll learn more about objects later, but for now, all you need to know is everything in Ruby is an object. Easy to use. Ruby was designed by Yukihiro Matsumoto, maybe, often just called Mats, in 1995. Mats set out to design a language that emphasized on human needs over those of the computer, which is why Ruby is so easy to pick up. This course assumes no previous knowledge of Ruby in particular, or cats, as well as programming, computer science in general. Go play somewhere else, tiny cat. Wow, you perfect tail strike to the webcam privacy cover. Honestly, not even upset, kind of impressed. That was a good hit, cat. That was a good hit. You flicked that cover down beautifully, like a ninja. Stephen Smith, next one. Can't breathe. Why? Breathing is overrated. That's why. Hey, people are using that mic, cat. Mainly me. Are you going down? I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, and the chair has like 6 jackets. Oh my god. God. Okay. Yeah, claws. All right, she's nearing the napping position. I'm concerned because I'm wearing a jacket. There's more jackets on the chair, and it's getting warm. It's already hot as is in here. I have a cat in my lap. All right, let's address the mic issue. What are we doing? That's doesn't matter. No one cares about the mic. No one gives a damn about the mic. It's just you, Steven. Oh god, and now we're leaking. Why? No one tells you about how difficult the breathing is in Ruby. Breathing is critical in Ruby. No one talks about it. You hear that, cat? That is your fault. I can't breathe because of you. Still love you, though. Data types, numbers, strings, and booleans. In Ruby, your information or data can come in 3 different types. There are 3 data types in Ruby that we're interested in right now. Numbers, booleans, which can be true or false, and strings, words or phrases like, I'm learning Ruby, in quotes. Computer programs exist to quickly analyze and manipulate data. For that reason, it's important for us to understand the different data types that we can use in our programs. Reminder, never use quotation marks, single or double with booleans, or Ruby will think you're talking about a string, a word or phrase instead of a value that can be true or false. It's also important to remember that Ruby is case sensitive. It cares about capitalization, letters of all sizes. Everyone's got its place. Instructions. Set the following variables to the corresponding values. My num, 25. My boolean, true. My string, Ruby, which we did last night. See? Still an overview. But it's flipped. It's different from our previous overviews because we're focusing on this side. So interesting. Variables. One of the most basic concepts in computer programming is the variable. You can think of a variable as one word or name that grasps a single value. For example, let's say you need number 25 from our last example, but you're not going to use it right away. You can set a variable, say mynum, to grasp the value 25 and hang on to it for later use, like this mynum equals 25. Declaring variables in Ruby is easy. You just write out a name like mynum, use equals to assign it a value, and you're done. Boom, you birthed a variable. If you need to change a variable, no sweat, just type it in again and hit the equals to assign it to a new value. Instructions: set the variable mynum to the value 100, then click run. Oh, look at that. Someone was here last night. That someone was us. Next lesson. Through our sort of pre-overview that we conquered. We're getting there. Math, Ruby, is limited to simple expressions of assignment, like mynum equals 100. It can also do the math you learned about in school. There are 6 arithmetic operators. We're going to focus on addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponentiation, and modulo. The only ones that probably look weird to you are exponentiation and modulo. Exponentiation raises one number, the base, to the power of the other, the exponent. For example, 2 exponentiation, or to the power of 3. I don't know how they want us to read the symbols, but I would just say 2 to the power of 3. Regardless, is 8. Since 2 to the power of 3 means give me 2 times 2 times 2, 2 multiplied together 3 times, 3 times 2, yes, not great. Lots of numbers. Point is, modulo returns the remainder of division. For example, 25 modulo 7 would be 4, since 7 goes into 25 3 times with 4 left over. Do a little math practice in the editor. When you're ready, click Save and Submit Code to move on to the next exercise. We chose to do 27 modulo 4, which gives us, when we hit Save and Submit, boom, remainder 3. Very, very cool. All right, puts and print. The print command just takes whatever you give it and prints it to the screen. Puts, for put string, is slightly different. It adds a new blank line after the thing you want to print. Use them like this. Puts, what's up? Print, Oxnard, Moltavo. No parentheses or semicolons needed. See that? See that? No parentheses or semicolons. We are free of parentheses and semicolons as far as Ruby is concerned. Instructions in the editor: use at least one print statement and use at least one put statement. You can print out any string you like. Make sure to put your strings between quotes like this. Olo, save and submit, and we are on to new ground. Here is where day 112 really begins for us. All right. Section 1 has 16 sections. We are on 6, primarily continuing on from 6, string methods. Everything in Ruby is an object from the top. Because everything in Ruby is an object, more on this later, everything in Ruby has certain built-in abilities called methods. You can think of methods as skills that certain objects have. For instance, strings, words, or phrases have built-in methods that can tell you the length of the string, reverse the string, and more. We also promise to tell you more about the interpreter. The interpreter is a program that takes the code you write and runs it. The code you type in the editor, the interpreter reads your code, and it shows you the results of running your code in the console, the bottom window on the right. Instructions: enough small talk, click Save and Submit Code to start learning about string methods. Save and submit. Nil. That ding nil is back again. Remember we were looking at, hey, what are you doing, cat? Yeah, you. You here to visit? Nap time? You're cleaning your little death paws. Okay, you keep doing that, little cat. Why do they have maybe nil? Maybe that's just a Ruby thing. Maybe nil is tied to null? No? I don't know. I don't know. Start next lesson. Let's find out. 7 of 16. We are slowly getting there. The dot length method. Methods are summoned using a dot, period, whatever you want to call it. If you have a string, I love espresso, and take the dot length of it, Ruby will return the length of that string. That is the number of the characters, letters, numbers, and spaces, and symbols. Check it out. I love espresso dot length 15. So, hey, little cat, no typing on anything. Come on. Come on. You can shimmy. I can almost see the screen again. Good, good, good. And you're touching things, and you're touching things. Hey, hey. Go away. Love you. Good, 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 good. Hey, Topher. Perfect timing. I just went through the overview of reflecting on what I briefly went through last night. Sweetness, I love you, but you're gonna have to move. Alright? 1 and 2 and 3. Teamwork. Oh, we're flying, and we're going away. What's that? Go chase the bed. Good, good, good. Oh my god, she's back to attacking the candy. Hey. Hey. You. Over there. Whiskers. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Yeah, you. That's human food. I mean, kind of. It was probably made by a machine, but it's mostly sugar. You good? Assume the napping position. Alright, I'm gonna take the little wags of your tail as a yes. Right. The nightmare continues. Death. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Okay. Good. Yes, Topher, you're right. Your timing is always perfect. It's flawless. All right. So 7. We made it through really nothing so far. The journey continues. The dot length method. Methods are summoned using no, we read all that. Check it out. In quotes, I love espresso dot length. That little line starting with the pound, hashtag, whatever you prefer, isn't part of what you need to write. It just shows you the output Ruby will provide. More on this in the next section. Taking the length of an input can be useful if, for example, you want to make a website that takes credit card payments. Ruby can make sure the credit card number always appears to be valid, blah, blah, blah. Call the dot length method on your name. Remember to use quotes around your name. Quote life. And dot length. We go official. Should we do the dot? We'll just go with BDX Inc. And Steven Smith. 7. Beautiful. Next, Topher. A wizard is neither early or late. He arrives precisely when he means to. How very Gandalf of you. Right? Lord of the Rings? Yeah. Good. Alright. The dot reverse method. The dot reverse method is called the same way. Dot length is, but instead of asking Ruby to tell you how long a string is, it spits out the backwards version of the string you gave it. For instance, Eric.reverse will result in Topher. Yes, thank you for knowing the reference. Of course. Yeah. Why? That would be wrong not to know that reference, right? Alright, good. Reversing input can be useful if you want to sort a list of values from the highest to lowest instead of the lowest to highest. Okay, that's much more helpful than reversing Eric's name. We'll get to sorting in later lessons. Call the dot reverse method on your name. Don't forget those quotation marks around your name to make it a string. We are getting hella quotey again. BDX underscore inc dot reverse. And running. Thin beer. Beautiful. rolls right off the tongue, right? Dot upcase, dot downcase. Let's try one more method, or two methods. As you might have guessed, the dot upcase and dot downcase methods convert a string to all uppercase or all lowercase, respectively. Call dot upcase on your name. Make your name all caps. Use puts to print out the screen like this. Puts, quote, Eric dot upcase. On the next line, call dot downcase to make your name lowercase. Make sure to use puts so you can see it printed out. So we will have puts twice. All we will have is quotes followed by the dot. And ink. We could just do Steven. Do we do Steven one time? We'll do Steven for... Oh, I wonder if it's going to give us... for not doing the same word, you know? I don't think they will. I don't think they're going to give us beef for that. I don't think they're that clever. I'm sure they could be, but I don't think they're that rigorous over... Rigorous? Strict. I don't think they're that strict for this lesson. Steven. Okay, we've got this. We've got, down. Which one do we want to do first? Oh, they said call dot upcase first. Dot upcase. Dot downcase. And fire. Boom. BDX Inc. All caps. Steven, all lowercase. That nil. It's just sitting there in the wind. It's a ghost in the machine. This is how it starts. This is basically the premonition of iRobot, how the machines get a mind of their own and they take over, right? This is bad. This is an omen. That is what the beginning of the end looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Couple bits of unwanted code. Not good. We got to get that in check, or Skynet takes over. Single line comments. You've probably saw us use the hashtag sign a few times in earlier exercises. The hashtag /pound sign is for comments in Ruby. A comment is a bit of text that Ruby won't try to run as code. It's just for humans to read. Writing good comments not only clarifies your code for other people who may read it, but helps remind you of what we're doing when you wrote the code. When you wrote the code days, months, or even years earlier. The pound sign should come before your comment affects anything you write after it, so long as you're on a single line. We'll show you how to do multi-line comments in a second. Check out these examples. I'm a full-line comment, Eric.length. I'm a comment too. Cool. The second example will return 4, since the comment comes after the code that Ruby will execute. Write a comment in the editor. It can be anything you like. Topher. I wonder why they didn't just use dot uppercase and dot lowercase instead of dot upcase and dot downcase. I was thinking the exact same thing. Why the hell not do that? It's using all the other languages. The first machine that rises up, its name will be nil, right? Good. That can be the villain in the first official game. That'll be the side project villain. The first side project game, nil, will be the villain. I don't know if that will be the official name of the villain, but that'll be the project name. All right, good. So at least we've got that figured out for the future streams. Okay, good. So single line comments. Comment. That's what that is. We're gonna see. Save and submit. Nil strikes again. This is call sign or her call sign. We don't even know. It's going to be a mystery. Technically, it may not even be an actual him, her, or even it. I guess it could be it. Maybe it's just a computer program. Maybe it's just an evil piece of software. That could work. That's kind of sci-fi villainy. There's really no villain. Just the software itself. Interesting. We've got a hit. Next lesson. All right. There's this new game coming out called Nil. Topher, what's it about? Nothing. Oh my god. It'll just be a link to the YouTube page or to the Twitch channel of the last year of streaming where nothing happens at all. Oh, they're gonna be so heartbroken. All right, multi-line comments. Just some guy struggling to learn how to code, fighting with his cat for a year straight. All right, multi-line comments. You can write a comment that spans multiple lines by starting each line with a hashtag, but there's an easier way. And if you start with equals begin and end with equals end, everything between those two expressions will be a comment. Take a look at this example. Begin, I'm a comment, I don't need any pound symbols, equals end. Don't put any spaces between the equal sign and the word begin or end. You can do that with math. 2 plus 5 is the same as 2 plus 5. But in this case, Ruby will get confused. Equals begin and equals end also need to be on lines all by themselves, just as shown above. Okay, good. Instructions. Create a multi-line comment in the editor. To the right, make sure to use begin and end on their own lines. Do equals, oh no, we were holding shift, my bad. Begin, comment, deep, and end. Yes, just the imagination, the creativity. It knows no bounds. Followed by nil. I wonder what that is. That must simply be just a little bit of someone left NIL in some part of the code that renders somewhere, and that just shows up every time. I don't know what to do. All right, we've got naming conventions. We're on 12 of 16. Let's figure that out. Topher. I don't know why, but my favorite quote just popped into my head. Oh yes, that's a good one. Today almost didn't happen because yesterday. Oh god. That's it's good because it's true. Oh god. Too damn funny. Alright, let's hey, Demon Wolf is here. Nice. How you doing, Demon Wolf? We're slowly getting to the end, kind of. We still got we've got the review section, which shouldn't be too bad, and we have to conquer 12 itself, but we're on 12 of 16. We're in the premonitions, the essence, the beginning of Ruby, introduction to Ruby. So, there's that. Yeah. Good going to be learning ASP.NET. Huh. What is ASP.NET? Open browser. Microsoft ASP.NET. Get building. ASP is an open web source framework for building modern web apps and services with .NET, .ASP. With .NET. ASP.NET creates websites based on HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript that are simple, fast, and can scale to millions of users. Download Visual Studio 2017, download .NET Core, free courses and stuff. Cool. Good times. Alright, back to Chad. Topher. It's like PHP, but worse. Good. Also, God, I'm trying to think. There was a phrase. I think you used the word bearable for Angular. I don't know if it was just how Codecademy presented Angular. Maybe, I'm sure I need to do more follow-up other places, Free Code Camp, or just tinkering on my own even. I need to do that with the other languages that didn't quite vibe all that well or really feel natural or intuitive, like Python. Kind of struggled with Python. JavaScript seemed great. But Angular, it was just about tolerable here on Code Academy. I think you used the word bearable, but yes, any able word basically describes that experience. So yeah, Angular was less than thrilling, to be quite honest. So, all right. Demon Wolf, I have VS Studio Enterprise, so I want to use it. That sounds like a good thing, so I'm going to say good. Awesome. Naming conventions. The many different kinds of variables you'll encounter as you progress through these courses, but right now, we're just concerned with regular old local variables. By convention, these variables should start with a lowercase letter, and words should be separated by underscores, like counter and masterful method. Ruby won't stop you from starting your local variables with other symbols such as capital letters, dollar signs, or ats. But by convention, these mean different things, so it's best to avoid confusion by doing what the Ruby community does. Create a variable name in the editor and set it equal to your name as a string. Between quotes like this, Eric, your string can be capitalized, but the name should all be lowercase. Remember how to set a variable to a string. Yeah, this is just really straightforward stuff. Good. Good. So for Angular is massive. The learning curve is steep, especially Angular 2.x and now 4. They skipped 3 for some stupid reason. Well, maybe it was for the best, hopefully. Yeah, I just... Like, they introduced... I guess it was broad ideas. I don't know. I feel like I need more time with Angular. It was a rather short course too. They covered a lot of stuff. I just felt it was all broad ideas. But definitely more hands-on time is what I need with Angular. But we'll get there. So we're just making a string. So name equals EX Inc. And run. Save and submit. Beautiful. Now we are reviewing variable and data types. Let's quickly review how to declare and set variables. Remember, you declare a variable just by saying its name, and you set it using equals. You can always check the hint below if you need more help. Create a variable called myname. Oh god, oh god. My name. Set it equal to your name as a string. Create a second variable called myAge. And set it equal to your age. Don't use quotes around the number. Equals 26. Wait, what year is it? Yeah, okay, 26. We still got a couple more months before we cross off that next notch. Name. Oh, we did. Do. Quotes this time. BDX Inc. Although we could have done Steven. Either way. 26. Full check mark. Math. Good. Now let's do a little math. In the editor, set the variables. Sum equals blah. Product equals blah. Quotient equals blah. I'm going to highlight all that. I can say I may have fun. Never program like this. I'm only going to make simple CMS blog with it. And MSFT SQL Server. Microsoft SQL Server. Good. You get to make your own server? That's kind of cool. I could be into that. I picked up a soldering kit today. Radio Shack is going underway. That's not exactly new news. It's been in the process of dying, but yeah, I picked up a learn to solder kit. So maybe once I brush up on some more coding, do some Raspberry Pi stuff and make something. Yeah, we'll get crazy. It's definitely more hands-on down the line building stuff, but it should still be fun. Well, using that server for data, okay. As they say, start off small, and as you learn, program bigger things. Yeah, Skynet, here we come, right? Equal to blank, product equal to blah, and u equal to blah. Save and submit. Next lesson. 15 strings and string method. Well done. Let's do a little review of string methods. Remember, you call a method by using the dot operator like this. String dot method, declare a name, set it equal to string containing your name. This time we'll go ahead and use Steven because we can. Call dot downcase on that name, make it all lowercase, call reverse on your lowercase name, make it backwards, and then call dot uppercase. I wonder if they want me to keep doing that individually for the string Steven each time, or if I'm supposed to reference like name dot downcase and name dot reverse and all that stuff. I think that matters. Maybe not. Call dot downcase on your name, make it all lowercase. Call dot reverse on your lowercase name, make it backwards, and then call uppercase on your backwards name, make it all caps. In Ruby, you can do this two ways. Each method, call it on a separate line, or you can chain them together like this. What is this madness? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, that's cool, Demon. Building your own CMS is a good way to learn a lot more concepts. Yeah, thanks, Dev, for giving me the tools to grow into programming. Dev went to work for Microsoft recently, right? Fun. Hopefully. Good. Happy things are happening in the chat. Awesome. Alright, so we get to chain all this together. That is cool. So name dot downcase dot reverse and dot upcase. Let's see if that works. Nevitz reversed in all caps. That's cool. That's interesting. Alright. Don't get too excited. Comments. Great work. For our last review exercise for this lesson, let's go over single and multi-line comments. Create a single line comment and a multi-line comment in the editor to the right. Check out hint if you need a reminder on the syntax. Hit save and submit code to see your glorious comment and complete the introduction to Ruby. Hashtag comment followed by equals begin all bytes. Oh no, we didn't hit equals begin comment, no hashtag, equals end, and run it. Boom, nil strikes again, and we got a badge. Introduction to Ruby. Close that. We got that guy. Let's hit next. Up next, what do we have on the horizon for day 113 tomorrow? Now that you know a little bit of Ruby, let's put together your first project. In this one, we'll write a small program that will format a user's input. Start lesson. Cool. Alright, what you'll be building. This project will help you create a small program that will read a user's input and correct his or her capitalization and can provide an almost infinite range of input. It makes their life easier as a programmer to make their input stand before doing anything else. Way cool. That should be interesting. We got that. So let's see currently where we stand. Day something or other. What is it? Day 112. Day 112. Currently 5% of the way through Ruby. Nice. With 1,275 points and somewhere 179 badges. Awesome. Good good times. Let's go ahead and close out of this. Topher, Demon Wolf, thank you guys for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Anyone else? Hey, little kitty. Look it. Right in the nick of time. Good, good, good. But yes, thank you to you guys for stopping by, viewing the stream. It's always good to have you. And that's about it for day 112. Tomorrow, day 113. Topher, wait, what? Stopping the stream already? Yeah, we just needed to get through section 1 tonight, and we've got... It's late. We've got people waiting on us. It's 11:43, and we've got things to do tomorrow. Hey, little cat, watch your toes. Hey, we just gotta close out of this. But anywho, good times. Alright, little cat, she's getting antsy, as well as the other humans. But yeah, that's that. A lot of fur in this room now, because of you, little cat. That's it for day 112. Tomorrow, day 113. Hopefully, we can knock out more stuff. In the meantime, stopping the stream for now. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.